Why am I 35 and still single?
Because you chose to get used like a basketball net. You chose to get slobbered and clobbered, used like a rag, without securing commitment from the guys you were giving it up to. I'm explicit and raw in what I just said, because you're not going to sit here and lie to me, because unless you were Shrek's daughter, straight hideous, ugly, unlookable in your 20s, and then ate a magic pill that transformed you into a decent looking female, then what you're doing right here is lying to me. You're 35 years old. That means you had 17 years to secure a committed relationship with somebody. We're 4 seconds in. You're gonna sit here and expect us to believe this bullshit? Hey, if I unpause this video and she says she's in a wheelchair, I'll take everything back and I'll apologize immediately. But unless it's one of these crazy circumstances, these outliers, then that's your reason. You chose no commitment. You wanted to go crazy when you were young, and now that you need commitment to feel full as a human being, because we all do, you're getting onto the internet, and this is so predictable, bro. I haven't even seen the video yet, and I can break the whole thing down. Hold on.
I feel like this is an epidemic in the world. You have so many awesome women that are just out here looking for a good partner.
Do y'all believe her? Do y'all seriously believe that she didn't have a good man, or she didn't have the opportunity to secure a committed relationship with a good man in the past 17 years since she was like 18, bro? Do y'all believe her? I don't. This is bullshit. This is cap. And it is an epidemic, because the system plays a huge role in it too, and I'm gonna break that down. It will be eye-opening for you if you don't pay attention to the world we live in, but I'm gonna break that down too, because the system does push for you to find yourself in this position. But before I even get into that, you had a conscious decision to make. You willingly chose to entertain all the guys that didn't offer you commitment and not entertain anybody. Or look, I don't know your whole life, but I'm just saying, you clearly didn't give the opportunity or the chance to somebody who did try to take you serious, because ain't no way you're living 17 years as an adult, and especially as her, objectively a decent looking girl, and you don't come across a good man who's trying to take you seriously. That's cap. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. The problem's gotta be you. You're too difficult to keep around or to commit to. I'm sorry. Like I said, unless she turns around and it's a wheelchair, I am so sorry. Unless it's one of these crazy ass circumstances. If it's not, I have to say it how it is, but let's hear her out, because I'm gonna give y'all the breakdown of the system too here.
I cannot stand dating websites. Me and my cousin, who is about 9.5 years younger than me, downloaded Hinge on a pop the balloon night just for fun. And when I say matched with a few people, but literally deleted it within 48 hours because I just couldn't deal. Like, I need to connect with someone in person. I need to see what your vibe is. I can't just connect with you based off of surface level things, or little tidbits and facts that you're probably lying about. Yeah, I just feel like society has just taken a turn. Social media, although it's a blessing in a lot of ways, I feel like it's a curse, because everybody is so accessible and nobody's willing to commit.
That's cap. You just stop lying to my face, please. You can say, you give me other excuses or reasons. Don't sit here and straight up and lie saying nobody's willing to commit. Shut the f up. You had multiple guys willing to commit to you. You're not going to sit here and lie to me. But before I focus on her more, let's talk about what I mean by the system, y'all. Because it's not just a conscious decision that'll leave you at this position if you're a girl. It's also what's pushed towards you. And I'm talking to all of us, y'all, especially if you're my age and you're young. I'm talking about the brainwashing that turns into a mind disease, telling you to not respect yourself, to go crazy with a bunch of people, especially in your prime years, instead of looking for something real with someone else, looking for some commitment, somebody who will actually stand with you and be loyal to you for the next years of your life, if not a lifetime. Instead, you're brainwashed, and this shit is pushed onto you to make you a broken human, to live a way of life that will leave you profitable for people who don't have good intentions for you, for people who just want you to be a hoe and use you for every aspect to profit off of you, because your mental health is going to be f***ed. you're gonna let your urges take over and your lust. Yeah, I know what it is. This is what I'm talking about when I say the shit that's pushed onto us. And then vice versa, when it comes to the guys, what's pushed onto them is, yo, don't respect women. They're not looking for no commitment. Just use them, throw them away. Who gives a if you going crazy with one might ruin her for the rest of her life by making her a broken woman who probably won't secure a long-term relationship after that. Who cares? It's on both sides. Do y'all see what I mean? And there's more to it, bro. There's also the don't respect each other's boundaries. If your man is not rich as shit, and even if he is, you don't owe him loyalty. You get to cheat. You should. Same thing with the guys, bro. I'm trying to put into perspective the system. What I mean by the system, this is it. How in the actual are you supposed to work together or to resolve shit or just do things the right way if this is the status quo, if this is what's pushed on to you to do? And this didn't just start now, bro. This has been going on for a while. We're just now seeing and reaching the top point, the pinnacle point, the mountaintop of this shit. And it's only gonna get worse. Like I said, everything is completely. It's like a hate relationship that's pushed on. It's like a separation. It's like a divide. It's like a line that destroys the future for us. And social media is a big part of it, but it's also bigger than that. What is the end goal here? Who's behind it? Who benefits from you finding yourself in this position, from you getting clobbered your entire 20s and then being single in your 30s? All the businesses that profit from loneliness, all the businesses that profit from lust, from the hatred for the other gender. And that's exactly why they peddle and push this brain disease and much more. And it gets deeper than that, bro, because we know who is in charge of it. I'm talking about these businesses. We know who runs and who benefits from breaking down society like this. Now, I'm not going to say it because y'all know what platform we're on, but if you haven't been paying attention for the past 2 years, I feel sorry for you. It's gotten to the point where if you want to do things the right way, if you want to have a chance in life, if you want to exist a dignified existence, you have to either break out of the system and not engage in it at all, or you manipulate and use it to your advantage. And what I mean is, for you to not engage in the system at all, you just don't do this. You just don't date. You just don't engage in the system at all. But then you're going to find yourself in a lonely place. You're going to find yourself missing something, no matter how much you try to cope. The other option is to use and manipulate the system, is to get really good at what the status quo is and use it to your benefit. If you're a guy, that means you gotta make it. You gotta hit all these standards, not because you're looking for any approval or any of that, but what you're looking for is, like I said, a dignified existence, a family unit, decent looking girls who respect you. And this is just a general way of putting it. I'm not talking about everybody. Obviously there's unique cases, but I'm just saying this is the general state of where things are going because of the system that wants to see you in this position, that wants you to be 35 and single, that wants you to have ruined all the opportunities that were thrown your way and engaged in the degenerate way of life that was pushed onto you, which will lead you to this misery and self-destruction.
To one person or work on anything or kind of like fight through anything because, I'll just move on to the next one. Here's a woman who doesn't have her standards as high or, will turn a blind eye to certain things. And it's just not fair. It's not fair. So I know if I'm willing to be committed, loyal, dedicated, and really pour into a person, there has to be at least one other person out there that has the same morals and values. But
again, y'all, this isn't a 25-year-old, 27-year-old. This is a 35-year-old. You had 17 years. What the did you do in those 17 years? Don't sit here and lie to me. Stop lying. I see it. Bro, do I need to put the nose piercing on your nostrils? Because that's what you're missing. Because right here, all you're doing is just straight cope capping, talking about this person that's looking for commitment or is willing to invest in you goes for a different girl who, let me go back to exactly what she just said, because we're not going to let this pass by. Listen to this. Listen.
Because everybody is so accessible and nobody's willing to commit to one person or work on anything or kind of like fight through anything because, I'll just move on to the next one. here's a woman who doesn't have her standards as high, or will turn a blind eye to certain things.
What she means is she's the problem. She's too entitled, or her standards, quote unquote, or I guess the level of worship you gotta give her, astaghfirullah, like she's too much of a headache to deal with, and is surprised when the other person just decides, alright, you whatever, cool, you are too much, I'm out. She's acting like that's a surprise. You gotta look within. The problem is you. I'm sorry. Who wants to be with a headache? An experienced headache. A migraine, I should say. When she says he'll go for a different woman who doesn't have her standards as high, she means going to somebody else who doesn't have the same entitled, hard-headed, multiple DNA influences within him, if y'all get what I'm trying to say. He's gonna go for somebody else who's not as much of a headache, who will actually respect him and not fight or argue over everything.
And it's just not fair. It's not fair. So I know if I'm willing to be committed, loyal, dedicated, and really pour into a person, there has to be at least one other person out there that has the same morals and values. But I just don't get it.
Hey, get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, and let me know if you believe, or I should say fall for her. I did nothing wrong. The world is so cruel. And in the past 17 years of living as an adult, not a single good man who was looking for commitment and a relationship with me came along. Not a single one, ever. Let me know if you fall for it, bro. Yeah, I'm out, man.